And did they ever give you drugs?
Only mushrooms and weed. That's it.
And how old were you when they were giving you mushrooms and weed?
13, 14. And then I was 15. I had some shrooms with them.
So at 15, you had shrooms with them.
Yep.
That's drugs. I just want to let you know, because you're making it seem like that's not drugs.
Yeah, I know.
That's drugs. That's extremely damaging for a young kid to have. How did you feel when you first tried substances?
I hallucinated like hell. I felt like I was dying at the moment. When I had the shrooms, I was like, what the hell is happening now? It's like, everything just looks like it's brighter and all. I was like, nah.
And do you remember, can you tell me about the first experience? Like, where were you? What were you doing?
I was in Cape Town. I was climbing the mountain on Table Mountain, and we took shrooms from the bottom. So we started at the bottom, took shrooms. When we came halfway up, we were already tripping balls. So we had to turn back around because we couldn't go further up tripping balls on the shrooms. So we had to come down because Ninja almost fell down the mountain. I almost fell down. Everyone almost fell down.
I don't want to laugh. But
so they're like, okay, guys, we can't go because everyone's tripping balls. So we have to go back. So we're like, okay, we're going back down. We went back down, and even like, before they even kicked me out, we went like a whole family trip. We also like almost everyone in the family took shrooms. Also on the way up to Table Mountain. And we got all the way up, and we had to turn around. When we got all the way up, we had to turn around down. And then my sister fell almost also. She fell down, hurt her legs, and I was like, damn.
So how old did your sister have shrooms as well?
No, she didn't have any shrooms.
But she must have been like...
She was like, what the hell is happening?
She must have been very young at that time.
Yeah, she thought probably we were all crazy because now what's going on with everyone?
And what was going on in your mind when you were on these substances? Do you remember thinking certain things?
I was thinking of like the side of the mountain looked pretty close though.
It looked pretty close?
Yeah.
And it was far?
Close. It was very far though. I was like, damn. Looks like I could just walk from here to the other side. I was like, okay. But I don't know if it can happen.
And did you remember thinking like that this was extremely...
Yeah, I thought
this was not normal.
Yeah, I said it wasn't normal because it was happening to me for like 5 hours straight. I was like, that's not normal. I went to sleep. I woke up, I was still tripping balls. I was like, nah, this isn't normal. What happened?
And how did you feel about your parents giving you drugs?
All I thought it was normal. Like, they made everything look so normal for me because I got used to it. Even the movies, the latest movie they made, the gangster movie they made, I was there on set every single day. So how they use drugs and all that. So I got used to it. I was like, it's just a normal lifestyle. Because even in my community where I lived, I grew up with, like, my mom and dad was on drugs and all that, but they made sure we ate. Like, there was nothing short in my house. So if we said we want food, we have the food we need. But that was the living situation of us. Then they adopted me for that.
And how often were you using substances?
Every time, like 3 times with them, 3 times again, like now and then when I see them, and then I don't, and then whenever I ask them if I can, they say, yeah, sure, you can go have, or whatever.